in the opposite side of the world, right? So yeah, that's it for me. So I think we should do a short self-introduction. So let's get started with our dear friend Cami. Yeah, Comi, our guy who is a software developer who makes apps.
Hello.
Hey, hey, how are you?
Hello. I'm good, thank you. How about you?
Yeah, I'm really glad to be here with you. Yeah, I think it's been a while since we talked. It's like 2 months ago. So yeah, for those who maybe don't know you, please introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Koval. I'm from Uzbekistan. I'm 25 years old. Also, my profession is software developer. I'm a mobile developer. That's all.
Yeah, from Uzbekistan, right? I don't know.
From Uzbekistan.
I was having trouble last time pronouncing your name. I think it's Kami, right? Or Komi? How can I call you? Komi?
Sam, yeah.
Komi sounds
Comment.
right. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, and I'm really glad to see you again. And yeah, I hope we can talk about our topic today. Let's move on to our next participant, our dear friend Chiyo. Hey Chiyo. Hikari Chiyo. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Chiyo. Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So yeah, Chiyo.
Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, we can hear you clearly. I hope you can hear me also, but
can you hear my voice?
Because your audio it's clear.
Yeah.
Your voice. So go ahead.
I don't know. Is it clear enough for now?
Yeah, it's very clear. It's really clear.
Yeah, because I can't see anyone here. It's just like anyone just stopped to show the videos beside you. So basically, I don't know. I'm not sure. Is this because my connection or something? I don't know. I hope.
Yeah, probably it's your
connection till the meeting ends.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but as far
nice to meet you all, guys.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Please introduce yourself to the people.
Oh well, okay. Hello everyone. My name is Chio. I'm from Indonesia. I supposed to be a nurse before, but something happened in 2020, so I stopped being a nurse, and now I'm teaching in the school, in junior high school to be exact, and I teach science. So it's not English. I'm not English teacher, science teacher.
Okay, that's so interesting. You said an engineer school. How that's? I don't know how that's. What is an engineer high school? that prepares people to become engineers or?
No. I mean not engineer, but junior high school. So it's basically
oh, sorry, my bad. I mishear you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine though. Maybe because my pronunciation is not really good.
No, maybe it's my ears, my listening. It's not really good. So yeah.
Okay. I hope
really nice.
I hope I can get along with you guys.
Yeah. It's nice to see you again, Chiyo. Sorry for mishearing you. But yeah, it's nice to see you again. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's move on to our next participant, our dear friend from Indonesia, who is, if I'm not mistaken, he's an English teacher, right? Chris Mono.
Oh yeah.
From Indonesia.
Thank you, brother Nelson. I'm Chris Mono. I'm I'm a teacher in junior high school too. I teach in SMP or junior high school
Mm,
138 Jakarta, and I already have three children. Yeah, I live in Bekasi, but I teach in Jakarta. Yeah.
so so it's two different places. So
Yes, I live in a suburb area. It is called Bekasi,
mm,
and I teach in
okay.
Jakarta, so it takes only 30 minutes. Sorry, or 40 minutes by motorcycle.
So you have a motorcycle, I guess.
Yes, yes. It's quite simple but a little bit dangerous, but it's
Yeah,
cheap enough to go there, and it's very economical.
yeah, and it's faster. I think it's faster
Yeah,
than
it's
a
faster.
car, right? Yeah,
Yeah, than a
that's.
car, but the car is more comfortable, of course. It's more is safer, but I don't have any car.
But you
But
don't
yeah,
live far away from your work, so it's
yeah, it's
quite
far away.
close.
It's almost for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
So
it's not.
I have to start earlier, at least an hour or an hour and a half before to start in the schedule. So I don't want to come late.
Yeah, but that's not really far away. It's relatively close, I
Yeah,
think.
it's not really far away, but it takes time. But in the morning, there are, if I just go to work a little bit late, there must be a lot of vehicles or crowded. So I
Yeah.
must get up early, so it's a little bit quiet.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about Jakarta, but it seems like it's the capital city of Indonesia,
Yes,
so
it's the
it
capital
might.
city of Indonesia, and there are a lot of traffic congestion or
Yeah.
traffic jam. So the traffic is very annoying. Sometimes we
Yeah.
stuck there for yeah, wasting our time there. So
Yeah.
my strategy is that I have wake up early, and then I don't want to come late. So if I wake up early, I can go faster, and then yeah, that's. But sometimes once in a while I go late. So when I go late, I can yeah, I feel a little bit frustrated because of this traffic jam.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that thing happened in all capital cities because here in my country, the capital is called Bogota. Is the
Yeah.
capital of Colombia,
Mhm.
and well, I am not live in Bogota, but people who are living there says that it's really hard to get by, by a motorcycle or even with a car. It's the traffic is really it's impossible. It's like a nightmare. So maybe it's the same in every big city in the world.
In big cities, yeah, that's the problem, classic
Yeah.
problem.
Fortunately, I live in a small town, yes, in kind of the countryside of the country. So yeah, that's one advantage of living in a small
I
area,
see.
I think. So
In a
okay,
small town near Bogota.
yeah, no, it's far away. It's really
Mm,
far away. The capital city. Well, this country is divided in regions, like in different
I see.
areas.
I see. Okay.
The city that is close to where I live is called Pasto City. That's where I studied. I did my college. I went to university to Pasto City. Yeah, that's something that I wanted to say for those who maybe are curious where I'm located in Colombia.
Mm,
But it's not really big. Of course it's kind of big city, but it's not as big as the capital, at the
yeah.
main
Yeah.
capital, Bogota. But it's like
Mm,
in the
mm.
middle. It's like a town that it's developing. It's a city that is not really big, but it's
Yeah.
big
Nice
enough.
place, right?
Okay, thank you, Chris Mano. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you,
Okay,
brother.
let's move on to our dear friend. I don't know if I'm going to mispronounce her name. It says Lenny Bay. Lenny.
Hello, that's correct.
Hey, Lenny.
Okay, can you hear my voice?
Yeah, we can hear you, but at least I can hear you clearly. So nice to meet you. I think it's the first time we met, right?
Okay, nice to meet you too. Okay, uh, my name is Leni. Okay, I'm from Indonesia, especially in Indonesia, Medan, if you know. Okay,
I know.
yeah, I'm a
So it's
teacher.
not Jakarta.
No, no, it's not Sumatra.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a teacher in the kindergarten and elementary school. That's all
Hmm, I
about
see.
me.
Mm, wow. So how long have you been teaching?
Uh, I have been teaching 6 years.
It's that's how I. Right. So you already have a lot of experience, I think, teaching.
Yeah, maybe I have many experience to all the kids in my school.
Yeah. And do you like it? Do you like teaching? Uh,
I like it. That's why I took the school as my job.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I think it's the first time that we see each other. I
Yeah,
don't know if have you ever been in another video call with other
not
people
yet, not yet. This is
in
the
this
first
group?
time.
Also, welcome to this group. Welcome to our group.
Thank you.
I hope you can find this conversation useful. Well, I'm not a teacher. I'm not a professional teacher. I am an English learner also, and I'm trying to practice. And I think everybody here is trying to practice. So for us, the most important thing is to practice with and to give our opinions. So yeah, welcome to our group, and I hope you enjoy.
Thank
Let's
you.
move on to our next participant, our dear friend Babakur Salah. Babakur, right?
Hello everyone. You are hearing me?
Yeah, we
Well,
can hear you.
Nelson, Nana, Lini, Komi John. I don't know Chris Mon and Haikari. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing your names properly, but you are all welcome to this group, and thank you for inviting me. I am Babukar Sala, a former teacher who taught for 8 years science and maths. Now a businessman in the Gambia, a place called Serekunda, not far from the capital Banjul. My capital is in Banjul. And then nice to meet all the beautiful faces I am seeing here. I think it is Nana and Nelson who is not new here. And the rest, you are new and you are welcome to this platform.
Yeah. Probably Chijo is not new to you also.
Okay, yeah, Kijo also, you're right.
So yeah, thank you, Babakur.
You're welcome.
It's really nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really hope we can practice with you also. And
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's
Welcome.
move on to our next. Oh my God! Now I was feeling something in my pocket, and it turns out it's a needle. I don't know if you can see it. Well, I don't know why this is here. It was in my pocket, so I was kind of surprised. So sorry about that. I had to say that. Okay, let's move on to our next participant, our dear friend and admin of the group, our dear friend Nana. Hey Nana.
Okay, hello Nelson. It's been a long time since I've met you.
Yeah, I guess you were busy, right, with your college.
Yeah, kind of busy with my college life and so on. Okay.
So you are now in vacations? Sorry for the
Yeah,
question.
kind of a vacation. Kind of.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So
Introduce yourself.
My name is Nana. I'm sorry. I'm 20 years old this year, and I'm a student of English education major. I'm a first year student actually, and I'm from Malaysia. That's all for me.
Yeah. That's really nice that you are studying English. Well, I have a question for you. Well, that's something that it's a question that came to my mind right now. So, I guess when you started learning English, it was probably 2 years ago. I don't know, or maybe
Actually-
something like that.
Actually, I've been learning English since I was 6 years old. That's a long
Yeah,
story.
yeah, but I mean like in a professional way because you are going to be a professional teacher.
Oh,
It's like,
you mean studying in English education
yeah,
major?
start in English. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Yeah, around 2 years ago.
So, what things have changed in your English? Do you think it's changing the way that you hear, that you listen to English? For example, you can. I think at some point you can start to catching your mistakes and other people's mistakes. I don't know if that happens to you because you
Well,
are studying very consistency.
well, honestly, it doesn't actually involve my college life. Like, my college life is just normal. Like, it doesn't affect my life that much. But learning together with you all through the English group, it helps me a lot. Like that one thing is changing my life. It's not my college actually, since in my college it's just like a pretty normal day. We don't exactly speak English every day or every single classes. So yeah, it doesn't change as much as before.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, your knowledge about the language have improved. I guess the grammar, the use of the proper grammar. I guess so. Now you know more, which is obvious. But I don't know if you can, if you start catching. For example, when I'm speaking, you realize something that I do. You realize something that I say wrong or not? Because of your background in grammar. Or for example, it's not about me. It could be everybody. You said, "Oh, I started to this is a grammar point that I learned today, and this person is making kind of a mistake." I don't know if you have experienced that.
Yeah, I have those kind of experience. I mean, like when I watch the videos of our conversation again, I notice my own mistakes, and even when we're talking, sometimes I would notice some grammatical mistakes. But yeah, of course, we're improving together as well.
Yeah, that's yeah. I was curious about that because yeah, if because it's one thing that you study grammar, but it's another thing that you speak in real life. So when you have this background in grammar, I think you can notice things. So
Yeah, that's right.
that's something that I wanted to say. I don't know if it's accurate, but yeah. Thank you, Nana. It's really nice to see you again, and I hope to see you more frequently in this group. So thank you, Nana. Thank you very much. So I think we should start now with our conversation today, right? Because I don't know if it's another participant, right, Nana? We are
Perhaps
all
they haven't got the notice yet. They kind of like not joining yet.
Yeah.
So we can start first.
Yeah, we can start now. So let's get started. Let's get started without further ado. Okay, our conversation today it's about personality types, right? So, well, I think it's a really interesting topic for me. So I think it's kind of yeah, it's like it's a trending topic nowadays in social media or on YouTube. You can find these words about personality types like introverts and extroverts. But for me, it's like a few years ago, I didn't know about anything about these words. Those words were new to me. So what I mean, it's like when I was a child, my parents, they never told me, oh, you are an introvert or you are an extrovert, because it was something that we didn't know. I think it's something new, at least for me. When I was younger, people don't use those words like you are an extrovert or you are an introvert. People in the past they used to tell me that because, for example, you are shy or you are easygoing, but they don't use those words. So I think those words, at least for me, were news. For me, what new? At least I learned those words a few years ago, and yeah, I think it's kind of funny that I didn't know those words. But yeah, Personality types. I think, in my opinion, we cannot define all the personalities. We cannot divide into two personalities like introverts and extroverts. It's kind of difficult to divide to define things only in two ways. Like you are an introvert or you are an extrovert. I think in life things are different. It's like a spectrum. You can be in the middle. You cannot be completely extrovert, or you cannot be completely extrovert. You can be in the middle. You can have traits of extroversion, and you can have traits of introversion too. So yeah, that's I think that's kind of difficult to divide all the personalities into two types, introversion and extroversion. I think it's difficult. It's not accurate. But for us, for this meeting, for the sake of for the sake of brevity, for the sake of simplicity, we are going to divide the personality types into introverts or extroverts. But I know it's an spectrum. You can be in the middle, so things are not black or white. There is a mixture of things in life. So that's what I think about introvert and extroversion. Introversion is when you are, for me, if you are an introvert, you are inside of you with your thoughts, and you don't enjoy talking with people or going outside or going to parties. And extroversion, it's the opposite thing. People like to be very loudly. People like to go to parties. They enjoy talking to people. So I think we can say that those things are traits of an extrovert. So yeah, that's something that I wanted to say before we started. So let's get start our conversation today with Chris Mono.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Chris Mono?
Oh yes,
so, yeah,
I can hear you.
Our topic today is personality types. So
Yeah.
what do you think is the difference between an introvert or an extrovert?
Well, I'm not really just make into general, not really know exactly what the definition of extrovert and introvert. But as far as I know, that extrovert is a person who is easy to have a lot of friends, or to hang out with friends, or to talk, or easygoing, or nice, having no anxiety to talk and to have talking in front of the people, initiate the words. It's kind of the extrovert. An introvert is people who is shy, who is calm, who is a little bit having difficulty to talk in the public, and prefer to work alone, prefer to stay out of other people. So that's what I know. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I think that's right. I think that's like the definition. Yeah, introversion and extroversion, like two completely opposite words, right?
Yeah, thank you. And I consider myself to be introvert.
Introvert.
I'm very shy guy. When I was young, when I was in the junior high school, in senior high school, I almost have a lot of friends, just a few friends who is very close with me. And then I'm usually a lot of stay alone, stay away from the other people. And then I start become talking when I study in English department. So I have to talk. So I got no choice. So they forced me to talk. So, and then I become a teacher. So I have to talk too. So then if I don't talk, what can I give message to the students? What kind of knowledge I can give to students? So, but I still now in the society when I grew up older as a man, I'm a little bit shy to hang out with the people with my neighbors. Sometimes they are my neighbors. They hang out until late at night, especially in the Saturday night. They just playing games and karaoke. And I myself, I prefer to stay at home. Yeah, so that's what I feel.
Same as me. Same it. I don't know. Well, for me, it's like I consider myself an introvert, but I think last years things are changing a little bit. As I said before, it's like you can be in the middle. You can be in the middle
Yeah,
of something, but
absolutely.
I'm leaning towards introversion. I think I'm not completely introvert, but it's like I'm leaning to that side of the spectrum. So I can relate with that. Well, now because of your experience like a teacher, I don't know, what do you think about your students? I think it's for an introvert, it's kind of difficult to participate in class. Do you realize those things or not?
Oh yes, I realize about that things. Some of the students are very shy, do not talk. So some of them they are very strong in doing reading or in doing some kind of text that is nothing to do with the speaking. So, for example, about studying about reading passage, they are able to read by heart, and then they are able to answer that. But some of of my students are very extrovert. They sometimes, become the leader. They participate in extracurricular, in, for example, like Boy Scout and also karate. And so, yeah, I can learn those types of the students in my class. So it's remind me about myself when I was a student like them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is if you agree with what I'm going to say, but for example, I think nowadays in our society, people tend to appreciate or praise extroversion. Like if you are an introvert, people think it's not really good. It's like kind of negative, in my opinion. I am an introvert, but sometimes I have the impression, I have this feeling that people prefer other people who are extrovert. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah,
Society in general prefer extroversion, but when you are an introvert, you feel kind of bad. I think. What do you think?
yeah, I agree, especially in Western culture, or not in Western culture, in when we grow older, we look for a job. So when we apply for the job, so the interviewer will ask, "Are you able to work independently or work with the team?" So it is a very people appreciate people who are extrovert, who is able to work together, who is not shy, who is able to communicate with other people. So they really much appreciate extrovert people. So yeah, I agree about
Yeah,
that. That's kind of benefit.
yeah. It's like a shame, right? It's
Yeah,
that people
that's
think that because it's a personality type. It's like in my case, I am an introvert. It's not that I don't like to talk with people. It's like I prefer to stay alone, reading a book or watching a video. I think that there is
yeah,
nothing wrong with that. But even in my house, my parents, they praise my brothers who are extrovert, who are easygoing, who can
yeah.
express themselves.
Well,
So sometimes it's like like a barrier, like something that you miss opportunities because of that. But I think it's totally okay. It's totally okay. It's my personality. So yeah, but sometimes it's kind of difficult
yeah,
in some
yeah,
cases.
that's right.
So
For
yeah,
you, uh, for you, sir, you are not introvert. Now you are able to lead this kind of platform. So you are you must have a lot of idea and nice with a lot of people. So you are extrovert. Extrovert belong to extrovert people.
I don't know.
And then,
You can be an introvert online, and you can be an extrovert in real life, in the other way around. I
yes,
mean,
that's right.
our personality changes when we are in front of a camera. But if I have to do these things in real life, I mean, this is the real life, but I mean, person to person, that could be different. So, I think for introverts, the internet helps a lot.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, I agree.
Okay. Okay, Chris Mono. Thank you very much. Thank you
You're very welcome, sir.
for joining, and thank you for let us know that you are also an introvert. So I think we are two. We are two people now, and we are counting. So let's see what other people have to say. Thank you, Chris Mono. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
And yeah, let's move on to. I think Mr. Is it Mr. Tree, right? Who just joined?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's me. Hi, Nelson. Hi, everybody. Sorry
Hi.
for coming late.
No, it's all right. It says Thomas Isaac, right?
Yeah,
Your
it's
name.
me. Yeah, I'm using another account of mine, so I got this account.
Okay, yeah, it's really nice to see you again, and I'm going to be back with you in a minute. So yeah, thank you for
All
joining.
right, take your time.
Okay, let's move on to our next participant. Let's move on to our dear friend Lenny Bay from Indonesia. Indonesia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Lenny. Our topic today is about introversion and extroversion. What do you think is an extrovert, or what is the difference between an extrovert and an introvert?
Okay. According to me, I explain both of the words like in and out. So introvert is in, and then extrovert is out. Introvert is like Sir Krismona said before, that someone that likes to talk. Someone's like to be alone. Introvert, yeah, to be alone, maybe in the bedroom, and then just take a lot time to herself. And then about extrovert, someone that like to be the attention of the people, around of the people. So maybe they are different, but I am introvert. I can say I am introvert. Hello.
Hello.
Mute here. Your microphone is mute.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's the question that I was about to ask. Are you an introvert or an extrovert, and why?
I'm introvert.
Or you are in the middle?
Yeah, maybe I can say I'm in the middle because I have a job as a teacher. I cannot be an introvert in the class. I know that because I will teach my students, and then I will talk too much, and then maybe I will be a talkative teacher in the class. Because when I see my children, my students there that make a noise, maybe I will be angry. That's maybe the character of teacher that in the extrovert. But if you leave me alone, I just sleep in the bedroom, and then when I when I back from the school, I will not go anywhere. Just go home, and then just stay at my bedroom, and then just sleep. That's all. But
So yeah, I get it. So if you have to be alone, you are fine. You are happy. So nothing bad happens.
yeah, I'm
But
comfortable with that. Yeah.
because I know people who are really bad at being alone. They need to go outside.
Yeah, but I choose to be alone than sit and gather together in a crowd. That's not me.
Yeah. Well, I have a question for you because a teacher in you teach children who are who are very young, so to say. So, do you think that introversion and extroversion are traits that one developed, or I mean, if you are an introvert, you are born with those things, for example, or is something that you develop with time? Because I don't know if you can see those traits with your children, with your students.
I have.
Are
Sorry.
that was
Okay,
that was the question.
Go on. Okay. Sorry.
That was the question. Are you able to notice something about those children, even in at that ages? Like these children, that child is an introvert, that child is an introvert. Are you able to notice something like that?
Okay, I know some of my students have introverts because they are shy. Okay. When I see my children, my students like shy, and then they quiet enough in the classroom, I imagine like myself sit over in the chair and then look at the teacher explain, and then I imagine myself in the past. Wow, it was me like that. But I ask the students about why they are shy, and then I ask them to maybe to talk. So all the student and all their friends maybe can make their to be friendly to their the students. Sorry.
Okay.
So I have
So
yeah, some of students are introverts, I think.
Yeah. And do you think it's something that you are born with? Like when you are born, you already are your destiny is to be an introvert, or you can change?
No. I think we can change. Maybe it comes from their backgrounds. Some of our students from maybe low economic, okay, and from the low economic, and then maybe the middle, and then half case, and then because they are shy, because so they maybe we will be change it someday. If they can meet someone, they meet someone. Yeah, I think so. So I'm a bit nervous.
No, I'm nervous too. I think everybody here is nervous. But the good thing about so you consider yourself an introvert. The good thing about this meeting online, it's like you don't have to worry about what is the reaction, because it's easier.
Yeah, I'm introvert. That's why I joined to this group, because I want to be brave to talk. That's why I joined this one. That's the reason for me to join this group, because I'm introvert and I'm.
Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, it was really nice to meet you, by the way. And I hope you join again and we can talk.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's nice to meet you again. Lenny from Indonesia. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, I'm nervous too. I'm always nervous. I don't know if you guys notice that. I get nervous when I have to speak. But yeah. It is what it is. We have to keep going. So let's move on to our next participant. I think we're going to move to Babakur Salah.
Okay, Nelson, thank you.
Thank you. I think our guy Babakur is an extrovert because
exactly. I'm in between, but then I'm more in for extrovert than as you said. I'm
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So
due to my kind of work that I'm doing, I must be that.
yeah, okay. So the first question is, what do you think is an introvert or an extrovert in your opinion?
As we are a group of teachers here, they already define it perfectly by saying that is somebody who is shy and somebody who is not shy in public. Anywhere you want to talk, you can talk, and then you can express yourself anywhere that you want to express yourself. It was defined here perfectly by our teachers. I can say now because I'm no more a teacher, but our teachers have defined it very accurate here. Is somebody who is shy and somebody who is not shy.
So yeah, but you said that you consider yourself being an extrovert because well that's the thing that I can notice because you like to talk, you talk a lot, so you don't have problems.
Exactly, the nature of my job. There's a nature of job that you have. You'll be extrovert. Like if you are a teacher, you are not. If you are shy, you are in trouble because your student will not enjoy your topic. And then if you are in a class that you have students that are shy, that class also you cannot enjoy it. You only enjoy classes that you are explaining, they are responding, and then they are understanding what you are saying, they are raising questions, and then you are communicating. But if the teacher is shy, the students are shy, I believe communication, nobody will be understanding what you are saying. And then I believe majority of us here are part of the people that are extravagant because I believe some majority of the people that I meet here, they are teachers. And then the way I see it is like culturally, I'm introvert culturally. In my tribe, if you talk too much, for instance, they categorize you as somebody like who is not disciplined. Yeah, who is not disciplined. Like
it's quite interesting.
Yeah, exactly. You need to hold yourself and be mindful because you are dealing with elders. As you calm down. If you are too much, if you calm down too much, they say no, the guy is disciplined. The guy is. But if you are talkative in my culture, they have to mindful of you because maybe you can bring any response, negative response or positive response to them. And they will term you as somebody who is not disciplined. That's why I said it's left to the nature that you are in. Like if you are a businessman, you need to be a talkative. You need to talk to your customers. If you feel shy, you cannot explain detail about your business. I don't believe you will have customers. That's why I believe this topic is left to the nature of your job, left to the nature of the culture, left to the nature of your culture. And then the environment that you meet yourself. If you are in an environment whereby everybody's indoors, they don't want to talk to anybody, you'll be like them. And if you're an environment whereby you're surrounded by Mr. Salah, you must be a talkative because I like talking.
Yeah. Well, it must be difficult. Well, I didn't know about that, about your tribe, about your culture, that people they praise people who are more quiet. So it could be hard for a kid who is more easygoing. I think it's like
exactly. But now it is kind of washing away because we are mixing with other culture now. The silence is going down seriously because like that one. If you are in a country whereby it's mixed of a lot of cultures and then we have a lot of people now. The silence of keeping quiet will go away. People like me now, they know that they will not make me calm down because I'm educated and then I move to somewhere else. I learn another culture. Not being silent, and I have been teaching for 8 years. I need to advocate. I need to talk to people. I need to address people, and all these things you need to talk to people. If you don't talk, then you are keeping a lot of stuff that you have in you, whereby you should have educate them not to so quiet. They can also make people, because like for instance, if somebody who wanted to be a journalist in my culture, and if you are not a talkative, you cannot be a journalist. If you want to be a teacher, you cannot be a teacher. If you want to be a businessman, you cannot be a businessman because you are so quiet. If you want to be how to call it, if you want to address people, you cannot address people. Even your own family, for you to address them, sometimes you feel shy. Which is, I believe, that is something that is not vital. We need to talk to each other in disciplined way. But we need to at least be talking. Talking is very important because you will be removing the silence that is in you.
I agree with you. And for your job, you are a businessman, so it's
exactly.
You have to be like that.
Exactly.
If you want to succeed.
If you are a businessman, like I don't know, if Nelson mistakenly come to my shop and you want to buy a mobile phone, you'll get a lot of entertainment from me. Even if you don't buy, you'll love to come back, let me entertain you again so that at least you get something from me. I am like that kind of person. I like to entertain people until they buy my stuff, or I entertain you until you come back and ask for Mr. Salah again, because you may want to hear the same word that I have entertained you. That's why if you're a businessman, you need to know those kind of stuff. You need to entertain people, tell them what they want to hear. And then sometimes they say we businessmen, we exaggerate a lot so that they buy our stuff. But it's not like that. You need to talk to the customer until your customer understands the stuff that you are selling. This is the problem. Sometimes you convince some people they will like to buy Samsung while you don't have Samsung, you have iPhone. Then what is the differences? You need to explain more. They know there are differences. You convince them to buy.
So maybe Mr. Salah if I met Mr. Salah, probably you are going to sell me a phone that I don't need because you are a really good seller.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. If you come to me, I'm selling you a phone that you don't need. According to the way I explained to you, you must buy, because I think I'm a professional in that. Talking is not my problem. I can convince you until you buy that stuff. I can do that.
Okay, we have an extrovert here.
Exactly.
So there are 4 introverts and 1 extrovert. So that was really nice. So thank you, Babakur. Thank you very much. And I hope you can have a really good business. You can sell a lot of things. Technology, right? You work in technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
You're welcome, Nelson. You're welcome.
Okay.
And greeting to Thomas. We miss you. Greeting.
Okay. Okay. Now that you mentioned, let's move on to Thomas. So, okay, I'm sorry if you hear the noises here because I'm in a farm, in my parents' farm now. So there are a lot of animals. I don't know if you can hear. So so sorry about that if there is a lot of noise in the background. But let's move on to Mr. Tree now that Babakur told us that say hello to Thomas. Okay, Mr. Tree. Mr. Tree is your nickname
Hello.
or is your real name? I have that question. Okay,
Yes,
Mr. Tree.
Nelson.
I was asking you if Mr. Tree is your real name or is like a nickname?
Well, Tree is my nickname.
Also, it's like a
Yeah,
tree.
Tree is my nickname.
So and your real name? And what is your real name? Can you, if it's okay with you?
Truth be told, I'm not proud with my real name, so I just want to keep it for myself.
Okay. Mr. Tree, it's Mr. Tree is better, I think. It's a catchy phrase. It's a catchy name.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, Mr. Tree. First, I think I know you, but probably some people here don't know you. Please introduce yourself, and then we talk about our topic.
Thank you, Nelson. Hello, everyone. My name's Tree. I'm from Indonesia, and I live in Bandung. And it's been a long time since the last time I see all the people here. Mr. Salah, Chio, Nelson, Comillion, and Nana. And thank you so much for Nana for inviting me to the conference. It's been a long time. And sorry for coming late since I was on my way. And Nelson, you did a great job leading the conference tonight.
Yeah, I'm taking your position today because last time we talked, you were the leader, so we changed roles today.
Oh, oh yeah, 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 yeah. But I don't mind. I mean, like, I think Daily English has lots of good leaders for being the speaker on conference, and I'm not worried about it. And you are one of them, I think.
Well, thank you. But I hope that you can do another video call because I always enjoy your meetings. So I hope we can talk in one of your meetings soon. So yeah. What about our
Yeah,
topic
sure,
today?
sure, one day.
What do you think about introversion and extroversion?
All right. So, thank you for the question. Actually, I did some research on this, whether my idea is valid or not. But to me, being an introvert or an extrovert is not about you are a quiet person or you are an outgoing person, you are loud or you are silent. To me, introvert and extrovert are about, the energy. Like for some people, they are good at being with other people. That's the energy of extrovert. But when people are not really good at, in the crowd with some people, I think I can assume that one is an introvert one. So sometimes for introvert, they are like easily draining in a crowd, especially when they are dealing with lots of people. So when people, to me, like being a quiet person doesn't mean that he or she is an introvert. It could be an extrovert when we talk about an energy. And then being loud person doesn't mean that he or she is an extrovert. It could be an introvert
Yeah.
as well if we talk about energy as well. So to me, it's all about the energy. Like people tend to believe that being introvert it means that you just go out by yourself, having me time a lot, or don't talk that much with people. To me, I a little bit disagree with that one because to me, it's all about like keeping your privacy as a person doesn't mean that you are an introvert.
Mhm.
Sometimes we have that boundaries because we know what to do with ourselves. So to me, again, being an introvert and extrovert, it's all about the energy that you have in you and how you want to deal with it. And yeah, I think that's all.
That's quite interesting. That's kind. Well,
Mhm.
I was doing a little research also, just like you. And well, the first thing that when I googled that, it says there are four types. Like I don't know
Mhm.
if you heard this is ENTP and ENTG and things like that. And then I was reading that there are other people classified like 16 types of personality. There are 16 types.
Mhm.
So it's
Mhm.
really, I
Mhm.
agree with you. It's really difficult to 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 state that something is this or it is that. As I said before at the beginning, things are
Mhm.
not black or not white. So it can be difficult to divide people from introvert to extrovert. But sometimes I think, yeah, we are in the middle. It's like an spectrum. So I agree with you. We shouldn't define
Yeah.
only by, yeah, as I
Yeah.
said, life is not black
Exactly.
and white.
Mhm.
So the
Mhm.
next
Mhm.
question for
Mhm.
you is now that, but for the sake of simplicity, let's say that we define those types of personality, yeah, for the sake of simplicity. So
Mhm.
if I ask you what type of personality do you think you are, what is your answer? What is your type of personality?
Hmm. Okay. So, if you have ever read the book entitled "Personality Plus" from Florence Latour, she's a really well known author. I
Hmm.
belong to two types of personalities. The first one is um, P sanguinis, and the second one is perfect melancholy. So it's just like 50-50. That's what I have. So, and I just realized that when I was a little kid, I was more like a sanguinis, P sanguinis, which is
Hmm.
like sometimes like I used not to want to fight with people. I just want to be on my own peace. But then when I grew up, I changed a lot. I become a perfect melancholy. And then I think
Sorry for the interruption, Mr. Tree. I think Nana is going to send us another link
Yeah,
because
I've already
the call is
sent to
about
all
time.
your private chat.
At this street, maybe.
if it's kind of serious topic that I have to keep for myself, I will never say it to other people. Even to some of close people to me, like I really appreciate my own privacy. So I don't want to share that much. But if just like a light information, just little things about myself and people need to know just to know me better, I think it's not a big deal.
Yeah, okay. Well, it seems to me that you like psychology.
Yeah, I do like psychology.
Yeah, because you said you read
I
that
think
book.
we also
and-
have something in common, like you really like to talk about psychology, you really like
Yeah.
to talk to people, but sometimes you keep your private, for your own self, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like sometimes we like to read about topics that, well, it's not
Yeah,
related with my
yeah.
career. My career
Exactly.
is totally different about
Mhm,
psychology,
mhm.
but I like to
Yeah.
read here and there about. It's like I'm not an
Yeah.
expert, but I don't know if it's the same with you. It's like it's kind of
Yeah.
interesting.
I do feel the same too. Like every time I am interested into one topic and I know that I'm talking to the right person, it's gonna be like taking a long time for me to discuss about it.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you that now I'm reading a book about. Yeah, it's kind of psychology. It's about how we learn effective. I don't know if you read this book. It's called Make It Stick, and it's about
No, I haven't
the
heard about that one.
the psychology about learning and how to learn in an effective way. So it's quite interesting. Maybe
What is it again? What is it again?
It says make it stick. Make it stick, like stick into your head. Let me write it down. Maybe if I can. Make
Lost here. Okay, all right.
it stick. I'm going to type it.
Oh yeah, sure.
The name of the book. Yeah,
Make it
maybe
stick.
you
Right.
you can
Okay.
give it a try, or you can give it a shot, as I say.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's the author, by the way?
I have no idea.
Okay, make it stick psychological book. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I'll try to find it out.
It's about learning. Maybe you can enjoy
okay,
that.
okay.
So,
All right.
yeah. Thank you for joining.
Thank you,
today.
Nelson. It's such a
Thank
great
you.
topic.
And thank you for taking the time. All that
Thank you,
we
thank
benefit
you, thank
because.
And I would like to give the shout out to Mr. Salah as well. I miss you, Mr. Salah. It's been a long time. And to you and everybody here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tree. Thank you very much. Okay, let's move on to our next friend, our dear friend from Kazakhstan, right? I forget. Kami. Let me remember. I have everything mixed up in my mind. It's
Uzbekistan. It's okay.
Uzbekistan.
I'm from
Yeah,
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan. You are from Uzbekistan. Okay, so I'm so sorry. So yeah, our topic today is about introversion and extroversion. What do you think introverts, and what is the difference between an introvert and an extrovert?
I think I read about this topic from Google. So introverter. So I guess invention. So it's like prefer to stay home. They has at least close friends. They don't like go out anywhere and somewhere. Also, they like stay alone. Also, how can I say? Uh, so they hasn't they don't active any social media, any some kind of activity, you know. Also, they like to think own world, you know. I guess I am introvert. Animation. Another introvert. Introvert opposite. They like to play with friends, and they have a lot of friends also. When they stay home, they want to chatting with friends also. They're gonna meet with friends. They are very active also. They're gonna do some kind of activity, some play something. There I can make some, how can I say, some meeting, some kind of also there and how can I say, introverts, I guess their profession is like businessman and teacher, like a trainer, you know, gym trainer or some kind of trainer, something extra. Of course, yeah. So, for example, our friend Babakur, he's a businessman. He has own business also. I have a friend.
He's really good at talking with people.
Of course, yeah. They're gonna talk with friends also. Other friends are gonna talk with them. It's very good, but I am introvert.
Yeah, that's the next question. Do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert? And why?
Introvert. First of all, about my job. You know, I work on computer. That's why I don't speak with anybody. Sometimes I can explain my feeling. I can explain some.
You work alone, right?
My also close. Oh, yeah, of course. That's why it is difficult for me. But it is. It's true. Sometimes it's bad, but sometimes I can think about my future, about my, about myself, about my, how can I say, about my plan. Yeah. If you want, I will show you my workplace.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Because you are a software developer, you have to work with your computer and you have to work alone. You don't need to talk with other people. Yeah. So you don't have to. So
yeah, sometimes I have to, but it is difficult for me. Actually, sometimes I can speak my colleagues also. I can explain my topic also, but I have to do. I have to.
Well, now that you mentioned that, I was reading before this meeting, and I was something that was really interesting for me. It was that introvert people tend to be smarter, tend to be intelligent I'm not saying that extroverts are not intelligent, but something that a trait, a characteristic of an introvert is that they are smart. They tend to be smart. And one example was according what I was reading, it was Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was an introvert, and yeah, he was one of the most important. I think he was one of the most important scientists in the last century.
Excuse me, Albert Einstein is my grandpa, actually.
Oh, yeah. That explains it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, you look alike at Albert Einstein. It's the same face. Well, maybe we are relatives because he was my uncle, so we are related to each other. Okay, so yeah, I'm just kidding. Also, okay, Cami, would you like to say something else about introversion and extroversion? It's because of your job. It's easier for an introvert to be a software developer. What do you think?
Yeah, it's true. But software developer, I have to talk with clients, with colleagues also. That's why we have to talk with them. We have to learn also. But I mean, my last words. So how can I say? An introverted and extrovert. So they have to know about yourself. First of all, when you know about yourself, you can live very easy. You can understand yourself. It will be. This time you had perfect life, perfect job, perfect family, perfect. Also word. Maybe you can explain your feeling. You can explain your words to friends. It is sometimes it's so bad. First of all, if you understand yourself, then you can understand with your friends. You can understand in the world,
That's a really nice message. Yeah, I agree with you. The first thing is sometimes we try to understand other things, but the first thing is to understand how we feel inside, right? To know our inner self. So I agree with you. That was a really nice phrase. Thank you. Thank you, Kamil.
Yeah,
thank you very much from Uzbekistan. Right. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for taking the time, and I hope you can find this meeting helpful for you. Thank you very much.
Of course.
So
thank you.
Let's move on to our next dear friend from Indonesia, Chiyo, Hikari Chiyo. It says in her screen. Okay, Chiyo.
Hi.
Can you hear? Okay.
My God, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you and we can see you clearly. So yeah. You have a new outfit today. It's kind of different.
No, actually, it's a outfit that I usually use when I pray. So I'm not
really
prepared
nice.
much.
It's beautiful. So yeah, it's really nice.
Thank you so much.
You look really nice.
Yeah.
In that
Actually,
outfit.
if you know, the motif is it's original from Indonesia.
Wow.
The name is batik.
Wow. So it looks nice. So yeah. Okay, our topic today is introversion and extroversion. So what do you think about introversion and extroversion?
Oh, well, okay. I talk about it based on my study. You don't mind, right?
No, okay. No, I don't mind.
Okay, well, actually, I don't know about extrovert and introvert when I start to learn about how to manage people. Because, a hard worker, all hard worker like nurse, midwife, or doctor, or pharmacy, they have to understand about how do they manage to the passion or the other people that need their help, and how to treat another people between introverts and extroverts people are really different. So that's why I learned about this, because it's really related to my job recently, and not recently. I mean, yeah, like 3 years ago, when I
Yeah,
still work in clinic. So
in a hospital.
yeah, kinda. It's not hospital, but it more a little. So
Okay.
yeah, clinics. So yeah, it's not big hospital like what people think, but yeah, I learned about it when I was in university. And about introvert and extrovert, actually, not all people that quiet. I mean, yeah, they enjoy their silence. Yes, introvert. Like people think nowadays that most of people that keep silent all the time is introvert, because you decide that people introvert or extrovert is based on why how they manage their emotion. So when they feel better when they are get along with many people, they are extrovert, even though they didn't do anything, just keep silent there. But when people not really comfortable around many people, so that means they are introvert. It's not because they are um, silent or something, they didn't want to talk to another people or something. It's not based on that. So how they
Yeah.
manage themselves, it's the definition of introvert and extrovert.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well,
if you know me in person, maybe you think that I'm introvert or sometimes extrovert, but mostly introvert because most of the time I kept silent. But my real personality is extrovert, because when I sometimes, when I get so stressed about my life, I just want to go outside and meet many people.
wow.
Even though I didn't do anything, I didn't talk with them. I just go
Mm.
outside and meet people.
So you like to be around people. You don't mind to
Yeah.
be around,
So
because
I really enjoy it.
for some people it's overwhelming to be around
Yeah,
other
but
people.
not many people like that. So if you want to know that you are introvert or extrovert, how do you feel when you get along with many people? You feel comfortable or not? If you feel you didn't comfortable with it, it means you are introvert.
Well,
If you really,
sometimes yes and sometimes not. So yeah, that's a really
it
good.
depends.
That could be
It
a really
depends
good
to people
question.
that you met. But if you feel so stressed and you just want to meet people no matter what it is, you just want to know how to deal with them, or you just go casually go to the movie or theater just for watching a movie, even though you just focus on the movie, not focus on the people around you. It feels better than you are alone in your room. That's mean you are extrovert. Even though
Yeah,
you didn't do anything, you didn't talk with anyone.
yeah,
You
that was so
didn't do.
interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. Your answer was interesting because I was thinking that you were going to say that you are introvert, but it turns
No.
out that you feel an extrovert. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm extrovert. I'm extrovert. I do the test many times, and the result is extrovert. And I just think, what make me extrovert myself? When I get along with people, I usually silent. I don't know. I'm not talk much. When I'm not supposed to do, or I just think that I didn't want to talk anything. I just kept silent around people. But I'm extrovert.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
can
did a
definitely
test.
see that because in my case, I don't. When I was outside, I don't. It's not my cup of tea, as I say. As I say, I don't. It's not that I don't like to talk with people. It's like I don't enjoy to as much as other people. So I prefer to stay alone. So definitely, so I'm an introvert. And if you like to be around people and you don't have any problem with that. So probably you are an extrovert. And as I said before, yeah, it's kind of difficult to define introversion and extroversion. So because it's a very complex personality. So you can be in the middle, you can be leaned towards one side, you can be leaned to another side. Sometimes it's a mix of things. So yeah, I agree with you. It depends in your environment, right? With the people that you are. If you are with other people, you
I
can
think
change.
if you really curious about yourself or personality, you just did personality test perhaps, because it depends on your thought. Yeah, maybe some people saying that when you did the test, like me, I did the test 5 years ago, especially 5 years ago, and I did the test in another year. I did the test in another year. Maybe the results are different, but if you really, really, really answer it by all things that by your own, I mean, yeah, it's really what you think and what you do. It's your true personality, because I try to change. I don't know. I just curious about myself, so I did a test many times in different times.
I'm curious about that test that you take. How do you take it? Online or?
Yeah, online actually. It's really easy. You
Is
can
it for free or not?
Free, actually free.
That's my favorite word, for free.
You know, as a woman, I really love something that's free.
Yeah. Not only women, everybody.
Yeah, free and discount are really good things for me. Yeah. A good feeling.
Well, I'm gonna try
you
to
can do the
it.
test by your own. Actually, if you cannot define yourself as introvert or extrovert, but it's just for fun. I mean, don't take it so serious and take the pressure to yourself. You have to be introvert or extrovert. It doesn't matter, you know. Some of people that really introvert, they can get along with people very well, and I'm shocked. You're introvert, yeah, because I'm so stressed when I around people, but because of my job, I have to talk with many people. But they are introvert. So I met that kind of people and feel like, okay, so I'm extrovert. I'm really comfortable around people, but I usually silent when around people. So yeah, extrovert and introvert, sometimes it's just really confusing.
Yeah.
But that's the truth.
A mixture of things, I guess. So
yeah, but it can change, of course. It can change with anything that happened, the moment that happened in your life, or because you something that happened to you and hit you very hard, it can change your personality.
What about your students? Do you think if a person is extrovert, it has an easy time?
Most of my students are introvert. Most of them. I don't know why. It's really hard to find someone extrovert around me. So basically, if you know that my circle, almost all my circle are introverts. Almost all my friends are introverts. I don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe it's the culture or the environment or the city.
I don't know. You know, even people that I met online, almost all of them are introverts. So
just like me.
I'm an and you. I know you're introvert since the very first time we have conversation about the song, and I know it's kind of introvert man. So I got introvert man again. It's just something like, oh my god.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, right. Sometimes we feel that our introvert battery, it's draining. So in my case.
Yeah, so, and if you believe, most of main admin in daily English, they are introverts.
Yeah.
Most of them. So
maybe that's a trait.
Yeah, you know, the admin that really have extroverts, I asked each other is me and Yusi, and I think like, what? All those people here introverts? No way. It's just like so funny.
Yeah. All the introvert peoples are in daily English, yeah.
Yeah,
I
most
know
of
that.
people there are introverts. I don't know why. I have no idea. But if
Okay.
you met me in person, I just the same like when you talk with me here. I'm
Okay.
same
Well,
person. I didn't change my personality online or offline.
who knows?
So
Maybe in the future we're going to meet in person. Who knows?
yeah,
So
maybe if you met me in person, you not feel surprised. Ah, you're chill. I know you. Just something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
That
of
makes sense.
yeah, many people say the same to me.
Okay.
I didn't change my
Thank
personality. Yeah,
Thank you, Chio. Thank you very much, and thank you for taking the time, as always, for taking the time to join
yeah.
and to make our conference call much better. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, I didn't do anything actually.
You talk
Nana did
a lot.
something. She's managed it very well.
Okay, just your present. It's really nice. So thank you very much.
Thank you so
Okay,
much. You're so
okay,
kind.
okay. Let's move on to your welcome. We are going to finish with our dear friend Nana from Malaysia, right?
Yes, it's me.
Who is in a library right now.
It's just a photo behind me.
Yeah, I know I was just kidding. So, okay, I was about to say that your library it's so nice, but yeah, it turns out
No way I'm going to be at the library at night.
okay. Maybe it's your private, your own library.
Well, yeah, maybe one day.
Maybe in the future, who knows? Yeah. Okay, Nana, what do you think about our topic today?
Okay,
Are you an introvert, extrovert, or
so
what are your thoughts?
so first of all, let me like briefly like retell about what other people said. Like all the points for the answer had already been given by the previous participants, by all of them. I mean, like I couldn't agree more with all the answers from other participants, and the interpretations of introverts and extroverts are just clear. And I would say that I have the same thoughts as all of them. Like introvert person or people, introvert people prefer to think more rather than communicate with other people, and it doesn't actually mean that they're arrogant or something like that. I mean, like they just kind of need to recharge their energy most of the time. And for examples, it's like if at some point or at some time they just suddenly became loud and friendly with other people, but on another time they need to recharge themselves by being alone. That's how I see how introverts goes, and it's kind of like their energy drains out when they met other people. That's just it. An introvert person and I mean, like introvert person and a quiet or shy person is actually very different. I mean, like if you say
Yeah,
you're an introvert, it doesn't mean that you're a quiet or a shy person. Like it's totally different. And yeah,
yeah.
that's how it goes. And
Yeah,
extrovert,
some I don't know. Sometimes people equate introvert introversion with shyness. That people,
yeah.
well, at least in my country, or my family, they don't distinguish that. They say, oh, that person is shy, but they don't
Yeah,
understand.
it's actually different actually, because
Yeah,
shy person it's not they are shy to speak with others. They can speak, but they have that some kind of thoughts or feelings like they can't talk with other people. And introvert they can actually talk with other people. It's just that their energy gets drained out easily when they communicate with others. I guess so. And as for the extroverts, on the other hand, I mean like they as Kak Chio said earlier, they get along with people very well. Like they get along with people better, and they need to communicate and interact with others to stay energetic, and they can't stand in a quiet position. I think I can't relate to extrovert actually since I'm the opposite of that.
okay, so that is the next question. What is your personality type in your opinion?
Okay, most of the people who know me, they already know that I'm an introvert. I don't speak a lot. I mean, like most of the time I would just be quiet. Even in the conference call or video meeting, I don't speak much normally. And
But you
unless
are
I
okay with
have
that?
yeah, unless I have something, I mean, like the topic that I like, I would speak as much as I can. And yeah, that's just it for me. I think I've also go through the test of MBTI, and I got like INFP. I made it many times and it's still INFP. I guess I just can't change my personality from that.
So, and that means that you leans towards introversion, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you said that sometimes you don't talk on video calls, but today you are talking a lot. So
Maybe, yeah.
today
It's
you
a
are
special case
you are
of
an
me.
extrovert. So, do you think we can change our personality with time, or if you are born with that type, you can do nothing to change it? What do you think?
Actually, based on my experience, I'm saying it by seeing other people. Actually, it's possible to change their personality. Like I've seen them in when they're a child, they kind of like quiet, but when they grow up, they just became more talkative and talkative. So it can change over time according to the situations and how they go through their life. And like for me, I am an introvert, but I don't know how I can. Perhaps maybe in the future I will be more extrovert since my career path is more into being a teacher. So as Lenny said, I think we can't actually as a teacher we can't possibly be quiet with the students, right? So yeah, I think Mr. Salah also agree with that. And yeah, we can't be quiet when we have to interact with other people, like with our students. So yeah, I think maybe in the future I can change it, and it's possible. Definitely.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. Well, there is a phrase who said, "If how is it goes? There is a phrase that says, fake it until you make it." So
Yeah.
if you do something long enough, it's like a habit. If you do something every day, like for a year, I think you can change whatever you want, even your personality. I guess.
Yeah, that's right. I'll try to be more confident, perhaps in the future, in talking or something like that.
Yeah. But well, at least online you are pretty confident. I think. I don't know you
I think
in
it's
real life.
because this topic is like very close to me, so I can reply to it easily. That's why.
Okay. No, you always reply easily. So, yeah. Would you like to say something else about our topic?
So far no. I think that's enough.
So we are done. So what else? What can I say? Something about me. I consider myself an introvert, but as I said before, things are not black or white. Sometimes I am an extrovert, sometimes I'm an introvert, but most of the time I lean towards introversion. So that's something about me. I find easy to talk online. I don't know if the same happened with you guys. For me, it's easier to talk online. So that's a trait of an introvert. I don't know. And what else? I find that being an introvert, if you want to learn a new language like English or Russian or whatever you want to learn, if you are an introvert, you have to use a different strategy. You have to have different methods. If it's an extrovert, for example, some people say that if you want to learn English, you have to talk a lot. I think that's not true. It depends on your personality. You cannot say an introvert that go and learn a new language and speak from day one. I think that doesn't work. It depends on your personality. If you are an introvert, you have to use another methods, like watch videos or watch TV shows or listen to podcasts. And if you are an extrovert, you can go and talk with people, even if you know little about the language. You are going to learn on the go. So I think that could be another topic for another video call: how personality influences our way of learning a new language. In this case, English. So that's it for today. I'm really glad to be discussing this topic with you. It was really nice to discuss this topic with you. Thank you very much, Chris Mono. Have a good evening, night in Indonesia. Also, Chiyo, Mr. Tree, and Lenny Bay. It was nice to